Hello and welcome to Time with Wilson Anku. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today as we embark on a fascinating journey through history. This isn't just any journey, it's one that promises to be enlightening, engaging, and perhaps even a little introspective. Our objective today? To glean wisdom from the lives of some of history's most remarkable figures. Individuals who, despite their immense potential, were ultimately brought low by certain behaviors. We're going to dive deep into what I like to call the 7 deadly sins. Yes, you heard me right. These age-old vices have shaped lives, destinies, and even the course of history itself. Let's kick things off with the first sin: pride. Now, pride is often considered the deadliest of sins, and for good reason. It has this sneaky way of blinding us to our own flaws, making us impervious to advice, and inflating our sense of self-importance. Take Napoleon Bonaparte, for instance. This man rose to power through sheer military genius and charisma, but his pride led him to believe he was invincible. When he made the fateful decision to invade Russia in 1812, he ignored the logistical challenges and the wise counsel of his generals. The result? A catastrophic campaign that decimated his army and ultimately led to his exile. So how do we avoid falling into the pride trap? Regular self-reflection is key. Evaluate your strengths and weaknesses honestly. Seek constructive criticism from others, and remember, humility is a strength, not a weakness. Moving on to our second sin: greed. This insatiable hunger for more can drive individuals to pursue wealth and power at any cost, often trampling over ethics and the well-being of others. Look no further than Marcus Licinius Crassus, one of Rome's wealthiest men. His relentless desire for wealth and military glory led him to invade Parthia without proper preparation. The outcome? His death and a disastrous defeat for Rome. So how can we counteract greed in our own lives? Cultivating gratitude is a great start. Appreciate what you have rather than constantly yearning for more. Generosity is another powerful antidote. Share your resources with those in need. And always set ethical boundaries in your pursuit of success. Now let's talk about lust, not just in the physical sense, but also the insatiable desire for power and personal gratification. King Henry VIII is a prime example. His obsession with securing a male heir led him to break with the Catholic Church, discard wives, and manipulate religious doctrine for his own gain. This unchecked lust for control and validation caused political and religious upheaval in England. To combat this sin, we must practice self-control, focus on long-term goals and principles, rather than fleeting desires. Honor your commitments, even when it's tough, and surround yourself with those who will hold you accountable for your actions. Next up is envy, a sin that can poison relationships and lead to destructive actions aimed at undermining others. Aaron Burr's envy of Alexander Hamilton's political influence drove him to challenge Hamilton to a duel, resulting in Hamilton's death. This act not only ended Hamilton's life, but also obliterated Burr's political career and legacy. So how can we deal with envy? Start by focusing on your own blessings and achievements rather than comparing yourself to others. Celebrate the successes of those around you. Let their achievements inspire you instead of inciting jealousy. Channel that envy into motivation for personal growth. Now, let's explore wrath, the uncontrolled anger that can lead to violence and irreversible consequences. Genghis Khan is a historical figure, known for his conquests, but his legacy is marred by the brutality he unleashed. Entire cities were destroyed, and millions perished due to his relentless pursuit of revenge. To manage anger, practice restraint. Techniques like deep breathing can help calm those fiery emotions. Engage in dialogue to resolve conflicts rather than reacting in anger, and try to understand the perspectives of others before letting wrath take control. As we delve into the sixth sin, sloth, we find that it's not just about laziness, it's the neglect of duty when action is needed. Emperor Nero's apathy toward governance led to the disastrous mismanagement of Rome during crises, most notably the Great Fire of 64 AD. His neglect contributed to widespread dissatisfaction and ultimately his downfall. To combat sloth, identify meaningful goals and stay committed to them. Develop daily habits that reinforce productivity and share your goals with trusted friends who can encourage and hold you accountable. Finally, we arrive at gluttony, the overindulgence in food, drink, or other material pleasures. King Louis XVI exemplified this sin with his extravagant lifestyle, detached from the economic hardships faced by the populace. His gluttony fueled resentment and contributed to the French Revolution. To avoid falling into this trap, practice moderation in all areas of life. Be mindful of how your choices affect others, especially those less fortunate, and consider using your resources to uplift others rather than indulging solely in personal pleasures. So, as we reflect on these 7 deadly sins, we see that they offer us valuable lessons. They serve as cautionary tales, urging us to cultivate virtues that can help us rise above our destructive tendencies. Humility combats pride, generosity counters greed, self-discipline restrains lust, gratitude neutralizes envy, patience tempers wrath, diligence overcomes sloth, and moderation balances gluttony. By learning from the lives of history's great figures, we can navigate our personal and professional lives with wisdom and integrity, leaving a legacy that uplifts rather than destroys. Until we meet again in the next video, let's keep spreading the word about escaping these deadly sins. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Together we can share these words of wisdom until they reach every corner of the world. Remain ever blessed.